David Belcher. I used to be a music critic with the Herald. But we're here to celebrate, promote, recognise the work of Harry Papadopoulos. The panel that we have is Davy, Henderson. Thank you very much. Stephen McRobbie of the Pastels. Mr. Douglas McIntyre. Libby McArthur. Jacquie Bradley-Heeps. This evening is going to culminate at the very end in I think a relatively brief acoustic set by vocalist Leo Condie, accompanied by guitarist Malcolm Ross. Your favourite Harry photo from the exhibition, and why might that be?
My favourite, one of my two favourites, is a picture of Harry himself, with the X-ray specs at the door. I love that jumper, Harry. I've still got it. I want it really. And also the Tracy Pugh picture of Tracy Pugh in the birthday party, because his look was just so contradictory to everybody else at the time, and to me, I wanted that look. I'm still striving for that look. I can get that moustache when I try. That's my favourite.
I think since we saved up for that for Feast at Organ, for McCormack's, I was trying to remember how much. We were both at school in Castlemilk together, and we decided we wanted to be in a band. And I think I was about 14 and you were 13, something like that. So basically, by the time we were 15 and 14, we had Saturday jobs illegally, and I think they paid a lot of money for that for a piece of organ. I think it was 60 quid, which was like an absolute bloody fortune in terms of pocket money, and we were poor. So we didn't get money off parents and anything like that. They didn't give you money. We had parents that you just didn't get money off, you know. It seemed to us that basically nothing was going to stop us, and obviously our manager David Henderson put up with the guys that Stephen's talking about in terms of the gigs and all that. But what I remember at the time was the art school and all of us musicians were all as thick as thieves. The Griffin was, you know, louting with us all. You could go to a gig every single night if it wasn't the Amphora or his Nibs or the art school or the Victoria Cafe or the Mars Bar or Maestro's, or there was a gig on every single night, and we did go to a gig sort of most nights, didn't we? I mean, you just, how soon can you get out your school uniform and put on makeup, basically?
Douglas, were you aware that the London media's interest in Scotland, Glasgow, Scottish bands, were you aware then that this was kind of unusual, or was it just something that, well, maybe Libby and Jacquie seemed to think, well, they didn't see it as being that out of the ordinary because they were in there very quickly?
I mean, I kind of remember thinking that it would be great if punk somehow had some kind of positive influence in Scotland, because I thought it was pretty rubbish, any bands that came out of Glasgow, just immediately at punk time. But what happened was all these bands did come forth who had been influenced by punk. They didn't sound punk, like Orange Juice. It was contrary, you know, and it was really exciting. I think there was that classic NME issue with Edwin and Claire Grogan on the front cover, and it was a big centrepiece all about the flowers of Scotland, used flowers of Scotland or something like that. And I mentioned all the bands, and even all the kind of peripheral rubbishy bands like Article 58 were mentioned, and you know, the Jazzeteers and stuff. But it suddenly gave this feeling that there's a really big thing happening, a big kind of movement.
We have heard from 5 people who palpably remain just as much as inspired now as they were then by a very special era. And I'd like you to thank you.
evening. Let's hear it for Mr. Harry Papadopoulos. How do you go, Harry? How do you get?